What is up everybody, this is Yudi and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about what questions did they ask me at US immigration when I first landed in United States at San Francisco. Let's get started. Alright, I thought this was a very interesting request and I would love to talk about my experience. So here we go. Two emotions you will have in your head when you are traveling to United States for the first time. One is like you are very excited, very super high energy and super excited, happy because you're going to United States for the first time, land of opportunities and all of that. And the second emotion is you're going to be nervous because you have pressure and first time United States and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know a lot of people around in the United States and you have loan pressure, studies pressure, job pressure and all of that. So those emotions are going on in your head when you're landing to United States. Apart from those two emotions, you are going to be physically exhausted because of long flight you're going to have. It's going to be at least 18 hours to about 25, 30 depending on how many layovers you have. So it's very important to be mindfully present when you are at US immigration. And here's what happened with me. So for those of you who have never traveled out of your own country, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get out of your plane and then you will go into US immigration line. Once you go into that line, you just follow the line and your turn will come. Here's what happened with me. As soon as you reach the counter, you hand out the passport and I-20 and they look at it and then they'll ask you, here's what they asked me. My first question was that, what is your purpose of your visit? And I told them my purpose of the visit was to get my master's education. Immediately he asked me a follow-up question that what major and what college I'm getting my master's in. So I told them I'm getting my master's in computer science from California State University at Chico. Those were the two questions he asked me. He also asked me if I'm going to miss my home food, and I did say that yes, I love my home food and my mom cooked food, so I'm going to miss that, but I learned cooking, so hopefully I can cook some delicious meal too. And that was just something fun question he asked me, and I already knew he's not going to ask me any other question, so he typed something on the computer and then he put a stamp and then he let me go. Here's the key advice. Here's the very important thing you need to put it in your notebook, in your head. Make sure that he stamps on your passport. So when he gives you back, open your passport and check that he put a stamp on you. Here's what happened with my friend. So once you pass that, what they put it on the computer, it goes on I-94. There's a document called I-94. It goes on internet. It tracks your travel history when you get out of the United States and when you come back. So what happened with my friend is that he came in United States for the first time and somehow there was a network glitch or officer didn't update his entry and he had a stamp on his passport. That was the best thing. So when he was going out and when he came back, he was stopped because there was no entry, and they asked him questions like, you never had an entry, how is this, how did you stay in United States? And then he showed the passport that I already had a stamp and I don't know why they never had an entry. So that's a key important thing. You have to make sure you check your passport that they have a stamp for you on your passport, so that is a proof that they stamped it and there's a date and that's when you got into United States. So make sure you check that. So once you clear the US immigration, you go out and then there's a customs line. So you get your bag and then there's a customs line, and customs, they asked me one question if I was carrying sugar, salt, white grains or any grains or fruits or vegetables, and I told them no, and they didn't check probably they looked at my bag but they didn't open it. So here's a key other information. Do not carry sugar, salt, white rice or anything, because you get all of that, and if you feel like you want to get it for first couple of days, get the small packets which you get it, because it says that it's a salt. They're not going to open it unless you want your bag to be opened and checked and all of that. So that's my key advice. That was my experience at US immigration and US customs. Let me know in the comment section what was your experience if you've already traveled, and if you're not, what questions do you have for me, and also DM me on Instagram so that I can answer your personal questions. And please let me know what video do you want me to make next. Until our next episode, keep smiling and keep hustling.